All right, a very warm welcome to the Sound of Silence with myself, DrumPIPO, and today I am hanging out with an amazing vocalist, songwriter, singer. You don't want to miss a thing. Look, this lady has been in so many competitions, and she's an amazing vocalist. You are just about to be surprised by some of the notes that she will be hitting right here on the Sound of Silence. She will also be sharing her life journey with you, and you don't want to miss a thing. And of course, this show is made possible by Turnkey Music, a music shop based in Malibongwe Drive in Johannesburg. If you need to buy musical equipment for your studio, your setup for church, whatever it is, even if you need to, fix your equipment, service them, check these guys out on social media. They will be able to assist. If you're also confused about what to purchase, hook up with them, and I'm sure they'll be able to advise you on the best setup that you need. Look, if you have missed any of these shows, please go ahead to DNTVonline.com and catch up on demand. All the shows, the previous shows are going to be available right there on demand for you. One more time, a very warm welcome to the Sound of Silence with myself, DrumPIPO. Stay tuned. The Sound of Silence with DrumPIPO. All right, welcome back to the Sound of Silence with myself, DrumPIPO. And like I said, today I'm hanging out with an amazing musician right here on the Sound of Silence. Look, it's gonna be magical right here. Mapula,
Yes.
how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Good to have you on the show.
I'm glad to be
Welcome
here.
to the
It's
Sound
been
of
a long
Silence.
time coming. Sound
Yeah.
of Silence, here we are. Yeah.
So tell me, what was growing up like for you?
All right. I am the only child.
Okay.
So growing up had always been filled with a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
So I had cousins to call siblings.
Yeah.
So that's the household setup, and I always grew up performing. So from okay.
Were you that spoiled kid, or were you the one that was always
No, not
don't do this, don't do that?
No, I wasn't that kid. I was always just interested in singing,
Yeah.
and performing for my aunts and my uncles.
Yeah.
And I was always that kid that would come up and dance and sing for people.
Yeah, but how did music begin? How did you know that I can sing? Like me, Mapula, myself, I can sing.
Sure,
I can do this thing called vocals.
That's a very interesting question. Let's see. Okay, so I started at age of 10.
Okay.
That's when I had my first solo at church. And as for me, knowing I could sing, I don't even remember the exact moment where I looked in the mirror or I heard myself sing and I thought, wow, you can sing. But
Yeah.
as far as music has been concerned, I'd always been part of school plays,
Yeah.
in primary school, in high school, and it's always just been, performances all around.
Wow. So when people hear your music, what can they expect? Or people who have not heard your music, what can they expect from your music?
All right, they can expect a whole lot of. Let's see, my style is very interesting to describe. Every time I
Yeah,
get this
yeah.
question, I never really get to that one word to explain the sound.
That's
but it's
right.
something fresh. It's harmonious, and it's different. It's very different, and you'll hear me pop in a few languages here and there.
Yeah.
I love singing in different languages. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the biggest price you have had to pay for the music industry?
I can't even think of something right now.
The
I'll let you
biggest
know
price.
once I get to that answer. I'll
Was
let
it
you
was
know.
it like a studio session that cost an arm and a leg, or was it like that gig that you had to call that manager over and over and
Shucks,
beg
I've had
him?
so many I can't
Or
even.
was it the one that you had to go and borrow money to come and pay the drama? Or what was it like?
Okay, wait. I actually just remembered something now.
Yeah.
I had an audition to get to. And I was at a really low place, and getting there was a mission already. And I mean, God's grace has been sufficient, hey? And
That's right.
I won the competition, and I'm actually representing the whole of Africa for the
Oh,
competition.
beautiful.
And yeah, I can only get to share a bit of that once.
Well,
it's
I'm
out.
still going to ask you a bit about all these competitions, because I know
Alright.
you've done a lot of
I've
competitions.
done quite a lot of
But
competitions.
you've also started dabbling into music production here and there. I see
Yes.
that studio setup and all
Yes,
that.
yes,
How's
yes.
it going? Tell me about
That's
it.
going very well. So I got that for my birthday last year.
Yeah,
That was my
nice.
gift to myself. I just wanted to get into my own space
Yeah.
and learn how to create music for myself, because I had always just relied on going to someone else.
yeah.
So starting from the ground up, I mean, even the setting up, going online, checking
Yeah.
how to set up everything.
YouTube videos and
YouTube
stuff like
videos,
that,
all
yeah.
of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I went through all of that. And but it's been fun. It's been fun creating music,
That's
making
right.
like beats, playing my
Hold on
own
a second.
instruments, and yeah.
Does it mean that you're no longer going to pay for studio time for people to produce your music?
No, I will still. I will still, because I think I'm a bit limited in my scope of
Yeah,
what to
production,
do.
yeah.
Yeah, so I can only do what I can on my part, but I will still go to
Excellent,
studio
excellent,
and hire out. Yeah.
Excellent. Talking about music, what are you performing for us today?
I will be singing a song called, well, it's from Psalm 121.
Yeah.
It's a gospel song, and I will be singing it in French and in English.
okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Nice. I'm excited. All right. No, I don't want to take much of your time. Let's just do that song, come back, and
All
then
right.
we're going to have some more talk.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
Take it away.
Thank you. I will lift up mine eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord which made heaven and earth. Il a dit qu'il ne souffrirait pas mon pied apogée. Le Seigneur, il gardera, il ne s'endormira ni ne dormira. Oh, the Lord is my keeper, the Lord is my shade upon thy right hand, upon thy right hand. Oh, le soleil ne peut pas me frapper pendant les jours, ni la nuit. Il gardera mon âme encore plus pour toujours.
right, welcome back one more time to the Sound of Silence with myself, DrumPIPO. And I said I'm hanging out with Mapula, right? You heard that beautiful, beautiful music. My sister, that was good.
Thank you.
What's the name of that song again?
My help.
My Help.
Yes.
Wow, and you were singing in French and in, all that.
Yes.
I could feel all the goosebumps and stuff like that.
Really?
Beautiful voice, beautiful
Thank you so
performance.
much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. So tell me, what inspires your music?
God. God inspires my music.
That's a big subject. If you
Right?
say God, it's he says it's I am.
Right?
So in every circumstance it's different.
Right.
So I mean it's a huge subject. When you say God inspires you, how does he inspire you?
Look, firstly, my relationship with music has really changed along the years, just in what it means to me and what it does for my soul and my spirit. And so when I say God, I mean what I sing about is my encounter with the light.
Yeah.
And I've learned that beyond a song to sing is a world to see. And so there's so much more to the words that come out of my mouth when it comes
Yeah.
to music, and it's all about the light, because I've for so long done everything else outside of this knowledge that I know.
That's right.
And really God brings us to a place of understanding
Yeah.
where you understand that praise is what it is because he is, and I am because he is.
Nice.
So,
Sounds
yeah.
like poetry though.
Really?
I like it.
I'm playing with it like, yeah.
Yeah, Anyway, look, you've been in a lot of competitions. Thinking back on all of them, how has this competition helped, with your career?
One thing I'd say about competitions is that it always gets you to understanding people all the more. And
Okay.
you know that music is all about people, connections, the community at
Yeah,
large.
yeah.
And so I have really learned so much about myself,
Yeah.
with interacting with different cultures, different stages and different setups.
That's right.
And I'm actually thinking back now, the very first competition,
Yeah.
well, not the first, but the one that we held, but that you held and that I won.
Yeah.
I mean, such opportunities are great. They're always a boost for
Yeah.
you and in your journey in the career.
That's right.
And I'd say growth, personal growth, and just learning how to work with other people as well. Because you get there and there are like 100 contestants, or
That's
there are
right.
50 contestants,
That's right.
and you need to know how to work with everyone. And so, that's what I've learned.
Beautiful. Will you say that being a female artist is an advantage?
Let's see. Yes, I would
Why?
say. I would say.
Why?
Because
Interesting. I'm so interested in
I
that.
had to think about that for a bit, because I just feel there's so much power in being a woman and having your voice heard. Because we know in the past our voices had always been suppressed.
Yeah.
And so to be able to sing your song and to sing your truth and your own lyrics in whatever dimension that comes from, in whatever background you're from.
That's right.
There's strength in that. There's strength in a story that's personal and true.
Yeah.
And so being a woman and being able to embody that, I feel has a lot of power to it. It's empowering for me. I don't know if it's
Makes
an
sense.
advantage,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense. So if people want to get hold of your music, where do they go? How do they get hold of your music?
I have a single now that's out, Africa Unite.
Okay.
It's all on digital platforms.
Yeah.
And I'm currently working on an album right now.
Yeah.
And new music altogether. And I'm pretty excited about this new, because like I said, the growth has come.
That's right.
The change has come. I'm in a different space altogether. And to be able to share that is
Yeah.
always a joy. The creating process for me is always a joy.
That's right.
Starting in the sound of silence, where there is
Yeah.
silence, and you start adding all these different elements to
Yeah.
music is very fun for me. Yes.
And if people want to book you, they want to get hold of you, how do they contact you?
They can always contact me on my social media. I am currently only on Instagram,
Yeah.
And they can get me on my email as well, mapulamahlumusic@gmail.com.
Beautiful, beautiful. So your next song, what are we expecting?
Okay, so this is an original. It's also in the EP. It's called We Need YAH.
Okay.
We Need YAH. YAH.
Okay.
That's just talking about how we need God. So
That's
it's come from that place of growth.
Okay.
And the changes that have been taking place in my life, even since COVID started,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, we've all had to be indoors,
Yeah,
and
step back
I've
a little
used
bit,
that
yeah.
time to really understand who I am, what it is I'm doing, and yeah. So it's a song of I know where I come from.
That's right.
I know what I'm doing now, and I know where I'm going. I see the light.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. All right, now we'll give you the stage for your next song, and all the best with your music.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for passing through.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Never going back to the days where I needed to please you, to keep your fire alive. Well, I grew strangely dim. I felt as good as ashes, yeah. Pretty hard to reach God. I took time to admit that I need ya, my soul's keeper. Ups and downs, they were all very necessary. I'm stronger now, full of love, joy and peace and freedom. My heart sings, yeah. My heart sings, yeah. My heart sings, yeah. My heart sings, yeah. Said it's been a long time coming, yeah. My hope's reassured, the vision clearer, the rest don't even matter. It's all in God's hands. He picked me up to see the light. 99 plus 1 made right, alright. That's the kind of father he is, yeah. My soul's keeper, some of these frowns and downs, see, they could all have been avoided. What matters is I'm stronger now, full of love, joy and peace and freedom. My heart sings, yeah. My heart sings, beaming of your love and your mercy, yeah. My heart sings, yeah. My heart sings, yeah. We need ya. We need ya. We need ya. We need ya. Source of life, we need ya. Breath of life, we need ya. Said we can't make it without you. So source of life, we need ya. Breath of life, we need ya. So we can't make it without you. Yeah. Never going back to the days where I needed to please you. You, say you, you, talk about singing Zion songs while in Egypt, no, say no, no, away with the old way of thinking, in with the new way of moving, yeah. Hallelujah.
And of course, that's it for the day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, myself, and Mapula Mahlo right here on The Sound of Silence. What an amazing performance. Look, I enjoyed the show, and I'm sure you also did. I will see you same time, same place next week. God bless you. Bye-bye.